Hey Pisces-aries, welcome into your Virgo season tarot reading here at Cusp of Roses. My name is Gabrielle. For anyone new to the channel, welcome in. For those of you returning, welcome back. And special shout out to all my channel members tuning into this message early and ad-free. I love you all so very much, and I thank you for your love and support. It truly means the world to me. If you want to become a channel member for exclusive viewer perks and bonus readings, you can join at the link in the description box below. All right, we got some natural rain sounds going for your reading here, and I think it's actually very spot on for what I was getting in my meditation for you. Virgo season is going to require you, Pisces-aries, to tame and or temper, probably the better word, temper your fire. There is a lot of fire energy that I was picking up on for y'all. And it can easily get out of hand if you allow it. There's something about Virgo season that is trying to teach you how to harness your fire, concentrate your fire energy, how could I say it? Like, I almost want to say getting it down to a science. I'm seeing the Six of Swords in my mind's eye. There could be a lot of triggers in this month for you. Maybe this time of year is a little difficult for those of you that might resonate for various reasons. And or I just feel like maybe your temper could be a little high or easily agitated, and you're just gonna have to be mindful around that, okay? Some of y'all, this is a creative fire that you can have success with in this month, okay? In this season of Virgo. Should you get the details sorted out, okay? Take the steps you know you need to take and channel that energy into maybe something productive for you. Or something that produces something. For those of you where you identify as a creative, or you know, whatever it is you do, or you just enjoy expressing your creativity, do something here in Virgo season that reflects that fire element in you. Okay? So maybe this is just simply refocusing a little bit more on what brings passion energy out of you. But for others of y'all, this could be a very slow down kind of a season. And that can definitely agitate fire energy when you are required to sustain something or slow your motion down, get into the details, focus in on the smaller, minute things. Yeah, that could definitely be in the air for y'all, okay? So let's talk about it. What's this fire energy? Oh, what's this fire element, fire energy I feel for Pisces-aries? The Empress, creation, creativity. Yeah. This could even be a lot of sensual energy that might be flowing through you, Pisces-aries. That could be kind of built up, you know. Handle that the way that you feel best comfortable. Be safe and smart. And if you rather just take care of it yourself, take care of it yourself, okay? That's also another way to kind of release that fire that could be pent up in your sacral chakra, okay? But that Empress energy, again, that creation. Okay. This could also have to do with relationships. Clarify the Empress with this fire. Ooh. Death. In reverse. The Five of Wands. Okay, hold on. Tell me more about death in reverse with the Five of Wands for Pisces-aries in Virgo season. There's that fire though, the Lovers. Okay, yeah. Some of you might be experiencing a particular challenge within a relationship or a partnership. Maybe something has slowed down Something hasn't come to an end. Oh, interesting. I don't know if there's an energy that's trying to get an Empress, whether that's you or someone connected to you, off of their throne. That Death in reverse. Like create an ending to someone's Empress energy out of ego. I just heard it had to be you. Three of Pentacles. Okay, somebody's ego might get the best of them here in Virgo season. If that's you here, Pisces-Aries, just be mindful of what you can and cannot control. Okay? Yeah, Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Ace of Swords. Uh-oh. Three of Swords. Some of y'all might be healing. There's the Six of Swords I was seeing in my mind's eye. Okay, yeah. Some of you are going to go through a Venetian healing. Check out your ruling energies that I posted in the comments for you. I'm going to start doing that for every season for all the cusps. What zodiac signs, planets, and houses come up for me in my meditation. Okay? This Venetian healing is through fire. So your Venus could be in a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I would probably say Leo, more specifically with the Five of Wands and the Six of Wands. That's what you're going to have to temper and work through. Some of y'all might have your mind set on a particular person when it comes to this lover's energy. You might feel a very strong love connection with someone who may or may not be in their ego. So this might be someone who isn't necessarily tapped into their heart space, moving for the victory, the praise of it all to be seen with that Six of Wands. This could be someone who battles with needing people to like see them a certain way, perception, or feels as if they can control or is attempting to control how people perceive them. That could be frustrating for you, especially if you feel this lover's dynamic with them. But the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords surrounded by a Three of Cups next to a Three of Pentacles with a Three of Swords. This could be someone who has built connections with others. Oh, okay. This could be the sign for someone here. Maybe you're cross-watching. This could be the sign that somebody needs to move on from trying to create some sort of disruption within a lover's dynamic. Someone could have attempted to seduce somebody from their own ego. Someone could be heartbroken that an Empress is still connected to someone, still has a lover's dynamic. Whoever's in this Three of Cups energy, it could be up to 3 people. might be going through the Three of Swords around this Empress. So this could also be a very positive message then for someone. If you were wondering whether someone you're in this lover's dynamic with was strong enough to resist temptation, they were. Because the Three Cups that tried to tempt whoever's in this energy are now in the Three of Swords. They weren't successful. Because the truth of what's in someone's heart, or who is in someone's heart, this Empress energy, hasn't changed. So if there was an attempt to change someone's heart, shift someone's heart space towards someone else or towards themselves, that has not been successful. I feel like this was an attempt to put an Empress in a Three of Swords, so some sort of, damn, I almost said love spell. Y'all know I don't talk about that unless that's actually in the energy. I do not play with magic around like that. So if it comes up like that, it's here. If there was someone who tried to break up a couple, again, turn someone's heart against someone that they truly loved, that spell, that energy, that intention has returned to the senders. And it's more than one person. It's like, I bet I could get somebody to not like the Empress anymore. I bet if I come at that person, they'll be with me, and none of that has worked. So if you are worried and concerned about that, it seems like you have nothing to worry about. Show me death in reverse. Yeah, it hasn't changed. Come on now, Hangman. It has not changed. Now, if that death was upright, I'd say, okay, somebody successfully shifted someone's heart away from someone. It's in reverse. No shifting, no transformation, no change. It's still the Empress energy. This could also be a testament to someone's heart. Meaning someone's love for someone hasn't changed. Despite the obstacles, the challenges, the ego, the people who have worked against this lover's dynamic. Someone's love has been consistent. Maybe even through heartbreak, even through disappointment. Someone could be stepping into the awareness that someone really does love them, that it wasn't fake love, it was real love. Someone is seeing this Empress in a new light, in a new perspective. Clarify the Five of Wands. Next to this Hangman. Ooh. King of Wands in reverse with the Page of Cups. Somebody definitely might want to apologize. This could be somebody connected to you who is seeing your heart. I almost wanted to say for the first time. They might have created an obstacle or a challenge for you, put you through something, or attempted to entertain the Three of Cups to test to see if you really had an Ace of Cups for them. And if that Ace of Cups was an Ace of Swords, were you telling the truth about what you really felt? Or could I get you to change how you feel? It's a sick game to play with somebody. It comes from an egoic space. It comes from a hurt space, but it's still a sick game. That's cruel. That's cruel to do to someone, but it feels like a reflection of the cruelty that someone's experienced in love. Some of y'all could be dealing with a Scorpio, or someone who has a Scorpio Venus. Take that only if it resonates. Show me the Lovers. Judgment. Yeah. Now that Judgment's been called and this Empress is still upright, the Ace of Cups that they had is still upright, the truth that they spoke about what they felt for someone is still upright. I just heard someone feels like an asshole. Well, yeah, an egoic prick. Yikes. Yikes, that's heavy words. Somebody's ego made them a prick. Like, kind of, I don't know if somebody was looking down on someone or felt like they might have been better than someone, or just let their pride and ego drive them into this Three of Cups energy. Again, to try to test somebody's loyalty like that is the dumbest shit ever. Genuinely. It's just dumb. There's no sugarcoating it. It's dumb. And maybe that's the fire I'm feeling in someone. Someone could be stepping into the awareness that someone was testing them. And that could definitely piss you off. And maybe that's why I'm like, you got to temper that fire, temper that fire. You have every right to be upset. Every right to be upset. Because it is. It's foolish. It's unwise to do that to someone. Because if you have to go through all of that, you don't need to be in a relationship, period. Like, it's just as simple as don't be with anyone until you feel like you can trust again. But to put somebody through that just because you have trust issues, again, you're wasting your time and that person's time, and you're creating collateral karmic damage that you will have to repay. So somebody got themselves in a karmic pickle by doing this to somebody who had true and authentic feelings for them. Yikes. This could definitely be, again, a fire Venus. I'm hearing Aries Venus specifically. Take it again only if it resonates. Show me. Show me the Six of Wands with the Judgment. Okay. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune and the Star. Okay. I don't know why someone, let me not say I don't know why. Someone in this energy felt like they conquered, how could I say that? It's an interesting concept. It's like a haha, I proved and I showed and I did something to the Empress. Like, that's a weird energy. Not a fan. It's a very weird thing to do. Here's what I'll say. If you are this Empress energy who has experienced the Three of Swords because someone that you were in a lover's dynamic decided to test your loyalty and your love, I'm going to say it. I think you're going to cleanse yourself from this person, or you already have. Yeah, you see how the feminine is looking back? Presumably a masculine falling off that wheel while their hands are held with what I'm going to assume is a King of Cups on the top of that wheel because they're holding a cup. It's like you're successfully letting go of this connection, and then the real partner, I don't want to say the real partner, the right partner for you is coming in. It could be a King of Cups. That's what I was feeling. Scorpio energy. So who you might be letting go of is a King of Wands in reverse. It's a Leo or an Aries. It's a Leo or an Aries. Show me the Three of Pentacles next to this Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. The Knight of Rods. Clarify the Ace of Cups. Come on now. The Four of Wands. Venus and Aries specifically. You could have this fire Venus sign, and you might have shared true and authentic feelings with someone and they decided to test it, or someone maybe didn't believe it. Show me the Three of Cups. The Moon in reverse. Yeah. Somebody definitely threw something in your face or tried to. I don't like that. It's like, let's see what you're gonna do. How would you react if I was over here all celebrating and partying with these 3 cups? It's like somebody did something intentionally in someone's face to see how they would react, to try to like catch them in a lie. See, you really don't care for me, because if you cared for me, you wouldn't care about. And it's like, no. Somebody might have confused someone's self-love for like, oh, you weren't really there for me. You didn't really love me for real. Because you didn't fight for me. You didn't try to compete. Oh, that's fucked up. You didn't try to compete for me when I created competition. Well, that's called self-respect. The fuck am I competing for? That's weird. That's weird. It just is. It's just weird. So somebody maybe wanted to get you caught up in their little insecure games, and you might have respectfully declined, although it might have been painful for you. It maybe still hasn't changed how you feel about this person, because what you felt was real. When the love is real and it's truthful, it doesn't necessarily change overnight. But I feel like for whoever the Empress is, they're going to learn how to live with that love and embrace something else, because, like that's a silly game to play. That's a silly game to play. To flaunt other people, other connections in your face like you don't mean anything, to try to see if it's gonna hurt someone, or like to see if someone really cares for you, warped. That's childish. Yeah, that's a Knight of Wands. Games. That's not a king. And truth be told, if someone is standing in Empress energy, they need an emperor, a magician, or a hermit. Kings won't really cut it. Sorry. That's just the truth. Show me the truth, clarify. This Ace of Swords. I just heard you done fucked up. Yeah, this is gonna hit someone real hard. And it might bring about anger, okay? So whether this is fire that you're going to have to temper within yourself, Pisces-Aries, because you're going to step into the realization that that's what someone was doing, or because you are still standing in your Empress energy, if that is who you are in this message, and you're deciding to hop on that Wheel of Fortune and get into a new timeline away from this King of Wands in reverse, they might be a little angry about that. But honestly, they weren't mad when they were doing it. You can't be mad now. Again, that's silly. How you gonna get mad that somebody doesn't want to be disrespected like that? I just think that's a really crazy way of thinking, to be like, I'll know if you really love me if you let me spit in your face. And not in the kinky way. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you don't let me drag you through the mud, then you really ain't down for me. That's stupid. That's a little... Okay, I've said enough. It just is what it is. Show me the Ace of Swords. What's the truth and the clarity coming in then? Come on now. Come on now. This truth hasn't hit somebody yet. Oh yeah, this truth hasn't hit somebody yet. It's like the very thing that someone did to try to prevent a tower is creating the tower. Yeah, oh, it's coming. The tower's coming. It's not here yet, it's coming. Yeah, karma's coming to knock on somebody's door this season. So, I don't know where you're at, Pisces-Aries. But take it again only as it resonates. If you want a personal reading, you can book that at my website. The link is in the description box below. The Devil in reverse. 8 of Swords. That's so sad. Yeah, somebody, this Empress was not in devil energy towards someone. Two of Swords in reverse. Somebody wasn't double-minded. It's like that's what was projected onto somebody, or that's what the perception was, but that wasn't the truth. But that truth hasn't hit yet. Damn. Somebody's gonna be kicking themselves. It's like somebody felt like, oh, you'll change your mind. Oh, you say that you love me and you care for me now, but that won't last. That was all like projection. And when it was consistent, somebody was like intentionally trying to sabotage it to make sure it was real. And don't get me wrong, we've all been there. I mean, maybe not all of us have been there, but you know, I think that's a very common thing, especially when you're operating out of a wounded space. Especially as a knight of rods, but a king of wands in reverse would play that type of game. Try to get someone to be jealous of who they're around, who they're with, be loud and out with it, but then want to claim that they love someone. That's I don't think someone understands how much they contradict themselves, the Emperor. Yeah. But you know what? Honestly, I was just about to say it really doesn't even matter, because whoever this Empress is, they're on their Wheel of Fortune towards an Emperor who's not going to play that kind of game with them, who isn't going to be indecisive around whether the Empress is real or not. And you know what this feels like? It's the moment that the Empress and the Emperor actually get together that this tower is going to hit. Someone's going to have to watch someone else be treated with the love, the care, the respect that they deserve, and that could have come from them, but they decided not to be in that energy. And they're going to probably want that back. Yeah, but that's going to be too late. It's going to be too little too late. Show me the Lovers with Judgment next to this Emperor. Yeah. Two of Pentacles. There's an Emperor coming in for an Empress that's going to be able to sustain. That's the sustainability. That's going to be able to sustain a lover's energy with them that matches them. So if you're the Empress, although I'm sure that that was probably very difficult to go through, very painful to go through as well, especially when you were genuine of heart and in your mind towards this person, you have someone coming in that's gonna make up for all of that and then some. Someone who's ready to match hearts with you in this Four of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Not someone who's gonna play with it. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. This could have been somebody that felt like you were always going to be like stuck on them, or, you know, their ego convinced them that you weren't going anywhere. Well, that's what they're going to find out was lying to them this whole time, their own ego. And that's the truth. No, whoever this is to you, they have no one else to blame but themselves, because you made a choice and decision to do that. Nobody forces that on you. You got to be susceptible and open to it to a certain degree. And maybe what I was picking up on in someone being successful in resisting that kind of temptation is this Emperor. This is an Emperor that does not care for the Three of Cups. They understand the game. They're not playing it. They understand it. They know how to read the play. They get it. And they don't fall for it. Because they're an Emperor. And that's what the Empress deserves, at the very least. At the extreme bare minimum. So whoever thought you as the Empress was going to settle for bare minimum is in for a very, very rude awakening, because I think the sucky part about this for them is that they could have been the Emperor. They're going to have to watch someone be in their spot, in a spot that the divine set up for them. Someone is about to have victory with a lover that they dogged out for no other reason than their own fucking ego. And there's going to be nothing they can do about it. So Empress, you might have went through a season of pain around this situation. Whoever put you through that, they might have a lifetime of it. This is going to be one of those things that they never get over, that they might not recover fully, because the love is going to be loud. I just heard that very clearly. The love is going to be so loud between the Emperor and this Empress. It's going to hurt. I hope that person's ready. Knight of Cups. I hope they're ready, like I said. They're going to want to come back in. They're going to want to, okay, I'm ready now. No. Because here's the thing, and I'm not condoning this at all, because again, stupid, dumb, silly, bad move to do. But if you're going to entertain the Three of Cups, have some fucking decency to fucking hide it. Like, keep that shit under wraps. That should have never been put in the face of an Empress. Ever. Them Three of Cups should have knew their place. If that's what you're going to do. I don't think you should do that. I don't condone doing that. I don't respect it at all. But if that's just the mode, the game you want to play, at least have the courtesy, the respect to not do it in broad fucking daylight. Like, what? I don't, you know what? It's not my energy, so I don't know. I can feel it though. I think this is what, here's what I'll say. If you are the Empress here, be grateful. And I know this is a stretch, especially if this is fresh. This is a stretch maybe right now, but by the time you truly conquer this energy within yourself, heal from this, you'll understand what I'm saying. So come back to this reading if you're like, yeah, nah, fuck that girl, I don't care. This was absolutely somebody showing you that they could not stand in that Four of Wands next to you. They were doing you a favor. It is fucked up to do, yes, but oftentimes people will show you who they are, what they are truly ready for, really without even saying it. It'll be obvious in their actions. Their actions will tell you what they're ready for, where they're at. This was this person's way of showing you that they could not stand in that Four of Wands with you. And that was doing you a favor. Even though it created a Three of Swords, it was doing you a favor. That's the Hangman version around the Three of Swords. This was not someone who was an emperor, even if they wanted to claim that they were, or behave as if they were. They were not. So by them fucking up that bad, it saved you from wasting any more time with them. Because that's exactly what this person would have done if you stuck around. Continue to waste your time for the sake of their own ego. So congratulations and kudos to you for getting on that Wheel of Fortune and moving away from this energy. Because what you are about to step into is someone who can stand in that Four of Wands with you. Okay? Now, this Emperor could be there could be a couple of different options here for you. If you're the Empress with this Seven of Cups, you're going to have to use your discernment to know who the Emperor truly is. Okay? But with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords out there, you'll know. You'll know. Show me the Three of Cups with the Moon next to this Seven of Cups. Yeah. And we end on the card I saw in my mind's eye. I love it. Truth is, you're not going to be around this person when the Tower hits. The divine is delaying that tower for this person until you get in that boat and that Six of Swords and move on. And temper and cleanse your energy from it so that when this tower hits, this person has no energetic cord back to you. That's how the divine is setting it up. Like I said, someone's going to have to watch the cup that the divine handed them be sipped on by somebody else. In the same way that they were pouring into 3 other cups in the face of that cup with the hand of the divine in it. So just like the Empress had to watch this King of Wands in reverse parlay with the 3 of Cups, all out, moon in reverse, not hide a thing. I just heard somebody thought it was funny. Yeah, oh, someone's gonna learn what funny is. I promise you that. Somebody's about to learn exactly what funny is. But the thing about it is, this is going to be somebody who cannot handle what they dish out. They could do it, but they can't handle it. And guess what? They don't have a choice. They're going to have to learn how to handle it. They're going to have to take it on the chin the same way that the Empress did. Because this whole situation allowed this Empress to step into their star power and heal. And that's what someone's confused about. How did you get into the star? How did you heal? How did you release? Because they know what they did to you. Because they did it intentionally. This is not energy of, oh, I didn't mean to hurt you. And no, you knew exactly what the fuck you were doing. Absolutely. So there's none of that. Don't, and I promise you, for whoever this is, if that person tries to come back on that, I didn't mean to, baby, don't believe that. There's no I didn't mean to in this. This was hella intentional. They meant to, and they did, and they thought it was funny because it fed their little ego, made them feel better about themselves, that they did all that to an Empress. Ha ha ha, look at that. Yeah, and now it's about to be ha 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 for real. And they're not going to be laughing. And I don't think you should care about that, to be quite honest. I don't think you should. Yeah, this was somebody that was supposed to grow with you, and they tried to hinder your growth in some way by putting you through that with the 3 of Cups. Yeah, you got a whole new story coming together. Show me how this Empress is healed. What's the healing that this Empress is going through during Virgo season? Yeah, potential. It's happening. Keep going. You're in the midst of it. If you're the Empress tuning in here, you're in the midst of it. Keep going. Keep going. Because in truth, there's nothing that this King of Wands in reverse could say to make you feel better about that fuck shit. There's nothing that they can say or do. No amount of apologies that's going to change the fucked upness of that. They're going to have to sit with that because that's a reflection of who they really are. And if they can't look that reflection in the mirror, that's where they need to focus and start not trying to get you to see them differently. They need to see themselves. They need to handle their own truth before they try to sell you a lie. What else? What else is healing here for this Empress? Yep. Hidden in plain sight, learning and teaching. And the Sun. I'm trying to tell you, Empress, you have an Emperor that's about to make all that bullshit not necessarily worth it, because I don't think anybody should really have to go through that, but it's gonna be this cycle of energy that you went through with this King of Wands in reverse. It's gonna be so irrelevant, and that's what's gonna hurt. Because if this King of Wands in reverse, clearly egomaniac, right? Them being irrelevant to you, ooh, oh baby, the pain of that to someone who is so driven by their ego, them having no relevance. What do you mean? Like, that's going to eat them alive, as it should, as it fucking should. Oh yeah, they better enjoy that. Yeah, Corodal, sacred masculine protection and support. That's what the Empress has coming in. That's what this King of Wands was supposed to be. They were supposed to step into their sacred masculine, protect this Empress, support the Empress. They decided to do everything but. Yeah, I really don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing from that. I don't want to hear it. Because I could kind of feel them trying to come in. I don't want to hear it. Move on. Yeah, ancestral work, healing, and individuation. Exactly. I think what's brilliant about this Empress energy is that they did not allow what this King of Wands in reverse was doing to keep them from their work. It's like I held up my end of this Four of Wands, even if the person who was supposed to be on the other side of it didn't. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is changing. Because whatever was supposed to be between the Empress and this King of Wands is stuck now. The King of Wands didn't necessarily do their work. And the divine isn't going to have an Empress be stuck in that energy. They're going to put them on that Wheel of Fortune and bring them to an Emperor who is not stuck. Who can, again, be on the other side of that. Now, who this Emperor is could be an earth sign. I will say that. Because I just heard Capricorn. Could be an earth sign. Doesn't necessarily have to be. Because we're in an earth season. So maybe that's still a bit mysterious with the Seven of Cups. All the Empress needs to focus on is being the star and staying in the Six of Swords. It's almost like you'll learn when you get there. You'll figure out who the Emperor is when you get to that shore. For now, just focus on being in the boat, clearing your energy, doing your healing work, and the rest will take care of itself. Yeah, inner mother, innocence, and tenderness. This could have been a King of Wands in reverse that has issues with feminine energy. They probably have mother issues. Yeah. If they dislike their mother, disdain their mother, they got drama, they got beef with their mama. That's why they beef with women. This one of them. You gonna beef with a whole female. Okay. It's because you feel like a female. No shade, no tea. That's just what that is. That's your inner female trying to compete and go toe-to-toe with another feminine. This was, yeah. Anyway, especially as a King of Wands in reverse, that's right down to Queen of Wands energy. So this was a masculine who was in Queen energy. So they played queen games. Yeah, real catty, real petty. Not sacred masculine energy at all, whatever. So this is somebody who needed to do their inner mothering. And this probably is something that the Empress picked up on and probably led them to be their own inner mother. What I love about this Empress energy in this star is they're very reflective. So that, again, that could be you, Pisces-Aries. That could be somebody connected to you. Take it as it resonates. They're very, very reflective. It's like, I'm not necessarily judging this. I'm going to see what can I learn from the struggles that this King of Wands in reverse is going through. How can I make sure that I'm not exhibiting the same traits or doing the same things? Because clearly they might be reflecting me in some way. So let me check in with me. And that's exactly what happened. So through this Empress learned how to mother herself even more, how to return to her innocence and tenderness, which is something that could have been shared between the Empress and this King of Wands in reverse. But by their choices and actions, no. Yeah. And maybe that was the divine plan all along. So this could have been a karmic partner for this Empress. There's an Empress that is letting go of a karmic partner so that they can be with their true partner, this Emperor. Yeah, we are nature, grounded embodiment, and connection. That's what someone is going to see, that they actually were given a true connection And I guarantee you, this is a Lord have mercy. This is a King of Wands in reverse that be asking for true love, that be seeking for love, and it was handed to them. And they said, nah, I'm gonna play with the Three of Cups instead, because that can't be true love. Okay. It's like, okay, we'll put true love on the Wheel of Fortune, and then they'll go be with somebody who can handle it then, who can see it. That's okay. It is what it is. Show me this potential, though, for this Empress in this healing. Yeah, returning to each other, compassion. And you know, if this was a karmic partner for this Empress, it did help them return to themselves. Reclaim probably some parts of them that might have been lost in love, that might have needed a little bit of mothering, a little bit of tenderness. It revealed all of that. So this Empress did the right thing by not taking the actions of this King of Wands in reverse as a personal necessarily attack, and just as a reflection of their lack of readiness and their own wounds. And it's like, okay, I see those wounds in them. Let me make sure those wounds don't live in me. And maybe the Empress found a little bit of something. Like, okay, I can see that. Maybe I'm dealing with a little bit of that too, but I'm not going to express it in that way. I'm going to learn, because I don't want someone to feel the way I was made to feel. Made to feel. So how do I heal that so I don't do that to someone else? Or even think of doing that to someone else? Brilliant. It's exactly how you are supposed to navigate karmic energy. Okay, so kudos to you, Empress. Yeah, the second chance, new possibilities. And again, I do think this person is going to want a second chance once they realize how fucked up they were, and how, again, they know how fucked up they were, but how much they actually fucked up. Like that, I just don't think it's registering for this person just yet, but it will. And here's the thing too, it's not important for the Empress to wait around for this Emperor. Not to wait around for the Emperor, but definitely not to wait around for this King of Wands in reverse to turn into the Emperor. That's also what we don't do. Because I feel like with the Tower in reverse, it wouldn't have happened had the Empress stayed and waited for this King of Wands in reverse to wake up to what they were doing, or to kind of snap out of it, or to grow. Yeah, show me the Sun. How is the Sun coming in to heal? Yep, sustainability and slow down. So all the joy, the fun, the light force, the energy, the success and play that might have been drained from this Empress in dealing with this King of Wands in reverse allowed them to actually slow down enough to do their own healing. But what I feel like this person, this King of Wands in reverse, who's going to want a second chance, they're going to be in the wastelands about that. They're going to realize they wasted a cup of love from the divine. For themselves. Like they're not going to get that cup of love again. I hate to say that, but that's the reality. They're not going to get that cup of love again. And like I said, they're going to have to watch someone be in the sun, have a successful Four of Wands and Lovers dynamic with someone. And that could have been them, but they wasted that opportunity on the Three of Cups. Yep. Creativity, inspiration, artists, and ideas. I think this Empress definitely, again, used that fire energy appropriately. So even if you aren't the Empress, take that as a lesson. Let that inspire you, okay? Let it be inspiration for how to manage any sort of karmic dynamics in your world and in your life. Yeah, it's like rather than it stopping and blocking this Empress, it inspired them to do their ancestral work and to heal and to kind of separate themselves from this person. Individuation. I don't have to receive those actions and that mistreatment as a reflection of my worth. That's really a reflection of this person's worth, because anybody who really knew themselves and really felt good about themselves wouldn't do that to somebody else. Show me the child within. Yeah, transformation, shedding, and all change. Exactly. So this is definitely a very impactful karmic cycle that this Empress has gone through. They've done a lot of beautiful healing work. We see that clearly with the star. They've transformed their relationship with their inner child, because that's probably what needed to exist with this King of Wands in reverse. They're acting as a child, like very childlike. Childhood wounds. So it was like, let me check in with my inner child to make sure they're not wounded and moving like that, or that we prevent them from moving from that wounded space. Yeah, and that was probably, again, a part of the plan. Show me the divine plan with Sophia. Thank you. Yeah, joy, peace, and sweetness of life. Rose without thorns. Didn't I say this person was an egoic prick? This was a prick, a thorn in this Empress that she's removed successfully. And now this Empress and this new Emperor get to enjoy peace and the sweetness of life, while this King of Wands in reverse is going to have to be in the wastelands that they created. And that's just on justice. Like, that's karmic balance, because you had no business doing that. Yeah, show me we are nature. Thank you. Yeah, after the rain, silver lining, hope, it's over, and mercy. Exactly. Yeah, here comes a new story, a new alignment, and coming together with like energies, like-hearted energy and like-minded energy. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Okay. I think the silver lining, though, is that someone found or was able to cultivate a safer space within themselves and not allow other people who are clearly not a safe space be where they rest. That could have been the lesson for this Empress, and maybe even a lesson that this Emperor has also learned. So these are two people who have learned maybe similar lessons in love, meeting each other, coming together in a Four of Wands, which is going to be beautiful. So don't worry, don't stress, don't fret, okay? Be grateful for the people who show you who they are before you make any sort of permanent connection to them. Count it as a blessing in disguise, whoever this Empress is. Whoever the Emperor is, I hope you're ready for your Empress, because y'all are about to come together for sure. Yeah, and good luck to that King of Wands in reverse, because they gonna need it, baby. They gonna need it. That's not gonna be a pretty sight. But again, it is what it is. I'm gonna leave it there. If any of this resonated with you or felt like a part of your story, let me know in the comments down below. Drop me a comment, okay? Use our sanctuary code as well if you want to remain a little bit private about what resonates, but still wants to let me know that you are here. I'd appreciate that. Drop a rose to show gratitude. Any rose will do. Drop any heart color to show love. If this really touched home for you, you can drop a lightning bolt in the comments, okay? And if you're just tuning in, enjoying the vibes, enjoying the messages and our energy here at Cusp of Roses, you could drop a candle in your comment, okay? That's holding space and reverence for those who might align with this message. All right, we thank you so much for nurturing our sanctuary. All the other ways that you can do so are linked in the description box below. Don't forget, y'all, those August Cusp astrology and Cusp love messages are available on my shop for individual purchase. One purchase gives you lifetime access. You can also purchase the Astro and Love bundle for each cusp at a discounted price. Those bundle prices and options will disappear from the shop on the 31st, okay? And then all the individual Cusp Love and Cusp Astrology readings will be locked in the Sacred Rose membership vault, so you'll have to join to get access to them, okay? So if you want your lifetime access without having to do the monthly membership, go ahead and purchase your readings now, okay? Those links will be in the comments and in the description box below, as well as how to book a personal reading session with me, shop your merch online, all of that in the description box. So again, make sure you read through it and check that out. I appreciate you all so very much. And again, if you want to watch readings like this early on my channel and ad free, you can join the channel membership, okay? And you'll also get some bonus readings there as well. All right, I love you lots, and I'll see you next season. Namaste.